series anime from Darkend, and I would like to tell you a bit more about the very last song closing our very last album, called Spiritual Resonance, and that was out at the end of 2018 via the Norwegian label Dark Essence Records. The title of the song is The Seven Spectres Haunting Gethsemane. Well, the first thing, and I think the most important thing that I could say about the song, is that it's built up with a bunch of very hypnotic riffs and drum patterns that gives to the tune quite trance-like and floating atmosphere, embodying one of the main concepts that lies between the song and that lies between the whole album, as well as taken as a concept in a broad sense, and it's the idea of death and rebirth. So we decided to use these very hypnotic and ritualistic riffs and drum patterns to give to the listener the idea of a quite dreamy state and of something that can goes on and on and on without ever reaching a proper end. And we decided to base the whole song on this peculiar structure for the main part of it, except for the last part in which a grand piano and a solitary distant chanting voice takes hold of the scene, embodying the idea of the final liberation and ascension. One interesting thing that someone can notice about this song is that if you choose to transcribe the notes on a pentagram, the spaces between notes will give you more or less this shape, embodying as well the same concept of death and rebirth. In fact, what my logic sees behind this shape is that something reached a 0 point that could be seen as an end, as the embodiment of nothingness, and from this nothingness things start again to spring out and to rise to new life, and this goes on and on and on, exactly like the hypnotic vibe of the song itself. Concerning the lyrics, well, I don't like too much to analyze my lyrics because they are usually based on a lot of symbolism and flashes of images, and it would be like to tell to someone else that they have to see what I see in some images, and this is not the way you should approach to a Darkend, nor to a Darkend song, and nor to a Darkend lyrics, because everyone can see something different if you approach things with your own spirit and your own heart. But by the way, as you can see, I've taken a word that is included in the title, the word Gethsemane, from the New Testament, and the word Gethsemane is the name of the garden in which Jesus Christ spent his last night as a free man before being betrayed by one of his disciples. Of course, we are talking about Judas Iscariot, that decides to sold him to the Roman soldiers that some days later crucified him. And if you know the symbolic meaning that lies behind this garden, you will easily connect itself again to this idea of death and that resurrection, the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end. Thank you for listening.